Yo, what is going on, everyone? It is your boy, the Master of Coin. And guys, today, we're going to be speaking about I Am Master Academy. You see, I've been hearing so many mixed reviews. I've been hearing Bob tell me it's a scam. I've been hearing Sarah tell me it's amazing and she managed to retire herself. So what actually is going on? Is this thing legit? And is it actually worth getting involved? Because look, I have experienced both sides of the coins when it comes to I Am Master Academy. I actually thought this was a pyramid scheme. I actually was that person who was going around screaming I Am Academy is a scam. You see, back when I first got exposed to I Am, one of my friends hit me up and he was like, bro, I found this thing we can make money from our phone. I'm like, what? Make money from your phone? Like, ain't that illegal? He's like, bro, I found this thing called Forex. So I was like, Forex? Like, I mean, is that a shampoo? Like, what's a Forex? I had no clue. He was like, bro, this is what the banks do. He was excited. He was saying there's loads of money to be made. So I was like, I mean, okay, I like money. So what do I do? He said, look, bro, just come and meet me and I'm going to show you everything. He wasn't even part of I Am Academy. He was just showing me YouTube videos and all these free academies, websites such as Baby Pips, Trading 212. I started looking at YouTube videos, started looking at Trading 212. After a couple days went by, I went through some of the videos and I was confident. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be a beast of a trader. I'm gonna be a millionaire. I am the one. So I opened up a trading account on Trading 212 and I placed my first trade. No clue what I was doing. Made about £50 in literally about 30 seconds. So I was like, yo, like what? How did I just make £50? Like, this is my first time being exposed to trading. So I was like, okay, cool. This is lit. This works. So this is awesome. After that, I placed another trade. And
surprise, motherfucker.
That's when I literally blew my entire account. So at this point, I was like, what? The very next day, one of my other friends, he actually got invited to an event. And I thought it was strange how all of a sudden I'm looking at trading and now I get invited to a trading event. So I didn't think too much of it. I went to the event and that's when the things, got interesting. There was an individual there, who was breaking down the business, she was presenting, and I was so captivated. I was so amazed. I was like, wow, like, this is amazing. And I made a decision. I got started straight away. She was like, "Do you guys have any questions?" I was like, "Yeah, how do I sign up?" Like that was my question. So, fast forward a couple months, I flew out to America. I flew out to one of their international conventions in Miami, and it was a great time. I was building so many relationships with the people, but I wasn't making any money. Now, it got to a point after about 6 months, I literally didn't make 1 penny from trading. Didn't make no money whatsoever. So this is a point where the people that brought me in, they ended up all leaving as well. At this point, I was like, well, I've just been scammed. Like I just fallen for the trap. Everyone was telling me, don't do it. Literally, when I went to that event with my friends, they was like, don't do it. You're crazy. And I thought, oh, fuck, man, like they must be right. So this is a point where I was going through a lot of stuff in life, and like I was getting depressed. I was getting my feelings. I thought, oh, I got scammed now. Or how my dream's gonna work. And then I remember I reached out to an individual on Instagram. He goes by the name of Pips of Persia. I see him at all our events. So he was the guy speaking on the stage, and the guy with the marker makes the most money. So I was seeing him speaking, and I was thinking like, well, okay, cool. Like he's obviously achieved a lot of success. He's managed to quit his job. He's managed to mentor people around the world. He's speaking on all these stages. He knows what he's doing. So I was like, okay, cool. Like, let me reach out to this person. So I reached out to him. I just sent him about 5 voice notes. I'll be real with you. And I was just pouring my heart out to him. I was like, bro, like I feel like I'm in a cage in my environment, because what I liked about I Am was, the community, right? The environment. So I was like, bro, I want that environment, but everyone just kind of left type thing. So we ended up chopping it up, and we got to the point where he was like, okay, cool. So tell me about your experience. So what happened before? And again, this was a long time, after all that stuff happened. So I was like, bro, like, man, I partnered up, the person who introduced us. I remember asking them, how do we create a demo account? And they were like, what's a demo account? So I was like, I don't know, bro, it's a scam, blah, 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 blah. All these people say it doesn't work, don't make no money. He was like, no, stop right there. I was like, okay, this is on the phone. He didn't physically go like that. But anyway, so he calls me and he's asking me, so he said he didn't make money for about 6 months. I was like, yeah, like literally, bro, paying them monthly subscription. I wasn't making a penny. It's a scam, bro. And he was like, okay, cool. So let me ask you this. Did you go through the academy? Put my head down in shame. I was like, nope. He said, okay, cool. He said, did you use any of the products, right? Did you use the scanners? Did you use the money-making apps? Put my head down in shame. And I was like, nah. I'll be like, no, I didn't. He said, okay, did you plug into the live trading sessions? I said, no. So he said, what were you doing then? And guys, look, at that point, I realized it wasn't that I Am Academy didn't work. It was that I didn't work. So I was like, I bet, like, let me give this another shot, right? This, he knows what he's talking about. So let me actually partner up with you. So this was 6 months after, that whole ordeal anyway. So I was like, bro, I don't want to speak to people because I'll be real, the first people who introduced me, they were heavy on the network. Like legit, that's all they were doing. Networking, which look, I don't have a problem with. I don't think personally that it's a bad thing, but it's like, at least be a product of the product. If you're like, it's like a fat person trying to tell you gym advice. It just doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, he's got the results. Like, let me just listen to what he said. So, he literally took me under his wing, and I'm so grateful for him. And I'm so grateful that, he opened my eyes to it. If it wasn't for him, guys, I don't know what I'd be doing. I'd still be working a job I absolutely hate. I would still be doing things I shouldn't be doing, getting in trouble and just doing stupid things all the time. So what I'm saying is this, what actually happened when I partnered up with him? So he set me up on a proper plan. He told me to go through the videos, told me to go through the academy. He started hopping on one-to-one sessions with me. I remember I went to his office in London, and I sat there. I was so nervous at the point at this time, and he was so friendly. He took about a good 2.5 hours, 3 hours of his day. And again, he's someone who's so busy just to sit down with me and just help me out. I'll be real with you. And literally after about 2.5 months to 3 months after that initial conversation, we had an event in David Game College in London. There was literally about 400 people there. And, he actually put me on stage to recognize some of the results I was getting at the time. Fast forward after that, I got to speak on stage with David and Anitier in front of about 1,000 people. And then fast forward after that, I got actually invited to speak on stage in front of about just under 2,000. If I remember to edit it, if I do decide to edit this video, I'll post them on the screen now. But what am I kind of getting? Like, look, through my experience, I've been in this industry now for about 2 and a bit years. I don't think I Am Academy is the problem. I think it's the people that are the problem. Now, look, hear me out. Whatever your opinion is, just hear me out. I'm not here trying to convince you or try to recruit you. Like, if you want to join my team or you don't, honestly, it doesn't matter. Like, I don't really care. But what I want to do is I want to educate you guys so you can make a good educated decision on this. Because I know there's so much, hoo-ha, this person said it's amazing, this person said it's great. You see all the celebrities join, and then you see so many people talk shit about it. But let me be real with you guys. The reason people talk shit about IM is the same reason people start the gym in January and quit in February. You can't tell me that IM doesn't work. Like, look at the statistics, guys. Like, most people fail in everything they do. It's not just IM Academy that people don't succeed. I'll be real, there's people who come in and don't do anything. But it's like the gym. If you go to the gym and stare at the weights, you can't expect to get bigger biceps or bigger chest or a six-pack if you're not doing the weights. Take it from me. I was the guy who was negative, calling it a scam, because I didn't use the tools. It was on me. But once I started to apply it, that's when everything changed. People say, it's a pyramid scheme, it's a scam. Well, I don't get how it's a scam when you're paying for trading education. It's only a scam if you're not using it, When you actually dive into IM Academy and you start hopping on the live sessions, like, you're getting value. Like, I'll be real with you guys. If you've got the right people around you, IM Academy is a great tool. If you're the type of person who feels like you're this might sting a couple people, but if you feel like you're entitled to get rich quick, and you feel like you're going to come in and turn £50 to £1 million in a week, newsflash, it's not like that. Trading is something that is hard. I'll be real with you. Like, look at it. And people try to say to me sometimes, if it was so good, why doesn't everyone do it? Well, that's the same reason 5% of the world control 95% of the money. Because only some people are willing to do what others won't. And that's why they have what they don't. So what I'm saying is this. When it comes to Iron Master Academy, through my experience, my second time in this platform, I love it. I'm still here. This Go Live is one of my favorite tools. Like, cool, maybe you don't like taking signals. maybe whatever. But when you get into go live, like everyone's asking me, Kieran, how did you learn smart money? I want your mentorship. Okay, cool, that's amazing. But guys, you can learn from me, or you can learn with me with the people that I learn from. Are you guys getting it now? Like, I get there's people, again, that put bad names in it. They call it a pyramid scheme. Let's speak about that one. Pyramids. By definition, pyramid schemes are when there's no products or services being sold and people only make money based on the recruitment of other individuals. That's it. There's no products or services, and they're illegal. Firstly, when it comes to IM Academy, guys, we have to realize that the products and services are a trading education. And when you actually look into the back office, 55% of your organization, of your team, legally have to be customers. You can't have more distributors, so more people recruiting people than they are customers. Otherwise, that won't work. Like physically, you will not get paid commission. When it comes to being a pyramid scheme, you have the option to trade. You have the option to network. And I don't get why people are putting such a bad label on it, because they're projecting their own lack of self-belief. They're projecting their own demons onto IM Academy. Because again, guys, like I've told you, I was the guy who was doing that. I was the guy who was so frustrated with my life and so frustrated with what I was projecting that onto other people doing IML and to the people that brought me in. And again, I'm super grateful for the first people that brought me in. And if you guys are watching this, thank you so much. It all comes down to individual work ethic. Doctors, right? People go to school to be a doctor for like 6 years. I don't go to school to be a doctor, but they'll go for like 6 or 7 or 8 years or 4 years or however long it is. They'll go there, pay a university degree, and expect to be a millionaire in a week when it comes to trading. Like, really? Really? Like, guys, I'll just be real with you, man. Like, look, if you do get started in IM Academy, here are a couple tips. Make sure you actually go through the academy. Make sure you're actually asking your sponsor questions. The person that brings you in, asking questions. Annoy them, blow their phone up. When it comes to the person that brought me in, again, Pips of Persia, shout out to you, my bro. I blow this guy up like he knows. Like there was a period, right, where I was so on him, like every single day. If he wouldn't reply, I'd be on his back. And again, what I'm saying is it all comes down to the people you're working with. It all comes down to the community. Like what we're creating is we're not creating, something based on hype. My team is not based on hype. My team's based on value. That's what I like to do. Now, I'm not trying to say that to say, hey, come join me. Like I said, I don't care if you guys want to join me or not. I just want to inform you guys on my experiences from a non-biased opinion. Because when it comes to these videos on IM Academy, it's only two things. You've got person A talking shit about it because they got stung and didn't do any work, or person B who wants to recruit you. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with either side, right? They've both got their experiences, they're all valid. But what I'm saying is, we're asking people who don't have the results we want about their opinion on IM. So it's like the only way I believe you guys will be able to have a valid opinion is to actually join. Don't join me. No, don't even join me. Don't even join me. To actually join with someone and use the products. Use the products. People say, it's a scam, it doesn't work. But guys, like we said, look at all the other industries in the world. How many people start the gym in January? How many people set New Year's resolutions every year? How many people, start all these new things? How many people start YouTube channels and fail? How many people start diets and fail? How many people, just start all these new things and fail? Trading's not new to that. It's just, think about it. Think about it in school. All those musicians, where are they now? And I'm not saying that to be a dick. I'm just being real, because most people don't make it. I'm being real with you guys. And the reason most people won't make it is because, again, they're not willing to do what most people want so that they can have a life most people don't. Now, what do I want you guys to take from this? I want you guys to take from this that when it comes to looking at IM Academy, you've got to actually experience it yourself. If you're the type of person who thinks you're just going to come in and be rich in a week by doing nothing, then of course it's not going to work. Of course not. If you're actually someone who wants to trade and who actually wants to be a part of a community of traders, of like-minded individuals, because look, I'll be real. I've met people in IM Academy that I don't even financially benefit from, and I love them to bits. They're literally like, I could almost say they're like my family, And they say you're going to make more money with strangers than you do with your friends. And when it comes down to it, every person I've spoken to and who had a negative opinion on it, once they've got the right education understanding, the only regret they have is that they didn't get started soon. What I want you guys to understand about IM Academy, it's not a get rich quick scheme. it is something, just like anything, just worthwhile, is going to take some hard work. It is going to take sleepless nights. It is going to take sacrifice. It is going to take time. It is going to take, spending time on the go lives, on the back testing your charts. It is going to take time to do that. But if you're willing to put in that time, if you're willing to stay consistent, if you're willing to focus and follow one course until successful, then yeah, it's going to work. But don't base, your opinion and your decision on someone else's lack of self-belief. Because again, all the people that tell you to don't join, I'm not telling you to do anything. I don't care what you guys do. I'm just putting this out there because I want to inform someone. Because I don't want someone who was like me, who needed an opportunity, to get put off by the naysayers around it. If I would have listened to everyone around me, I would still be broke. I would still be working on a job I hated. But ain't it funny now, when Monday morning comes, are we on those charts slaying Euro USD, and they're at their job they hate? Hey, it's reality of it. Again, how did I do that? I followed my mentor. I partnered up with the right person. I found someone who had what I wanted, and I did what they did. I used the course they did. If you're the type of person who's willing to actually put in the work, it will work. Is it a scam? Are you willing to get scammed? What are you going to do? Because successful people, guys, they never make the right decision. They make their decisions right. So the question is, what are you guys going to do? Now, if anyone's got any questions and just wants to, tell me about their experience or hear more about my experience in general, again, I'd be happy to answer any questions anyone's got. And again, I'm not going to plug my IML because I'll be real, I am still here. I'm being as transparent as I can. I am active in IML right now. And yes, I do build the business. And yes, I do trade. But I solely started when I joined up with Pips of Persia. I said, bro, I don't want to speak to anyone. I said, bro, I don't want to speak to no one. He said, okay, let's turn you to a beast of a trader. And we did. So, hey, look, that's all I've got for it today. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Like I said, guys, if you've got any questions, feel free to hit me at DM. And with that being said, I'll see you all at the top because the bottom is way too crowded. Let's get it.